Hey, and the new video begins in Sharm El-Sheikh, Egypt. Let's go and explore how it is here and what you can do during February or in the winter period. Let's go. We are staying in the hotel that is called Jaz Fayrouz. It is located in the Nama Bay. The tour itself cost us approximately 1,600 euros for 2 people for 7 nights here with all inclusive. We did have just 2 options for flights. The first one was from Warsaw and the second one was from Katowice. And actually we decided to fly through Katowice just because the price was higher from Warsaw for maybe 150-200 euro, but the distance from Poznan to both cities is more or less almost the same, and logistics are almost the same. So that's why we decided, okay, we will give a try with Katowice. It was our first time flying from Katowice. And it was very okay. I mean, the airport itself is good enough, and it was a very normal flight itself. Hey. When it comes to the hotel, it is pretty nice. I will show you some photos and videos. One thing that I want to highlight is that we arrived early in the morning, like at 7:30 a.m. we were already in the hotel. And unfortunately, there was no option for an early check-in. Even with the money, they were just not ready. It is so overbooked that our official check-in time should be at 3 p.m. and we were checked in only at 4 p.m. So starting from 8 in the morning, the guys on the reception desk, they were saying like, okay, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and we will give you a room, but it didn't happen. When it comes to food here, again, all inclusive, food itself is pretty okay, I would say. Nothing special, but me myself, I have enough choice. For example, when it comes to meat, you have fish, different variations. You have chicken, you have pork, you have beef. So everyone, I think, can find anything for their own taste. Again, do not expect some Michelin star restaurant, but it's pretty okay. The room itself is also not bad, and to be honest, the difference between the room for 3 people and for 2, for a couple, is not that big. Maybe inside it is just 1 additional meter of the distance, and that's it. We came first of all here not for kind of good service or some fancy hotel itself. We came here to meet with relatives of my wife, and this is achieved. This is the main idea and why we came here. The reason why we came here in February is very simple, because both me and my mother-in-law were having birthdays during our staying. Her birthday comes just 2 days after mine. So we will celebrate kind of both of our birthdays and spend nice time together. If to say very shortly about people who are here, about the territory of the hotel, it is pretty big. I mean, the beach itself is again big. There are people from different countries here, especially, for example, from Europe. I heard some people from Italy, from UK, from Poland as well, of course, and also from the CIS region. It is a very popular, by the way, direction for guys from Ukraine, Russia, from Belarus even. There are also a lot of different activities if you want to participate in. For example, they're doing some yoga classes, they're doing some aerobics, some DJ sets, Zumba, I don't know, singing, pretty much like any other resort. So, but it is okay. I mean, if you are with the kids, or if you want to participate yourself, there are pretty enough options to choose from. A couple of words about the weather. here it's pretty warm, especially during the day. Under the sun it's even hot, but at the same time, when it's windy, you can feel pretty cold. For example, when we are swimming in the sea, it's very tricky, because when you are underwater and you are swimming, it's okay, and the water is very okay. It's not that hot, but it's okay, warm enough. But when you are getting out of the water, because of the wind, you're getting very cold. And also it is cold during the late evening and during the night, plus early in the morning. I mean, it is that cold that, for example, me myself, I was wearing some jacket and hoodie. Jacket, light one, but in general, like jacket and hoodie.
Room tour begins. These are our apartments for the whole week. It is not that bad. 2 bottles of water, because practically you cannot drink here. Also, you can lock your stuff in case you need it. There is also an iron.
And to be honest, initially I thought that, oh, you know, it is a bay and there will be no really good corals and everything. So I was a bit disappointed in the beginning, but just literally on the first day, I swam in the sea, and I found some really nice corals, a lot of fishes, and I became more than happy. I realized that there is enough good and very picturesque corals to do snorkeling practically, and that's why each and every day I'm just swimming a lot. I got sunburned twice already, but the hotel itself is pretty average. But for me, the service, apartments, food, it doesn't matter. For me, the main and the most important thing is the sea, and the sea here is good. So right now, I'm just done thinking about anything and enjoying the sea itself. A couple of additional words about the sea. Actually, yesterday it was my birthday, and I'm considering it as a present from the Red Sea. So I saw for the first time in my life moray. And it is interesting because it's my second time in Egypt and in Sharm El-Sheikh, and this was my first time seeing a moray just in front of me. It was something unique, because again, I do understand they can be dangerous, and I was keeping a distance, maybe 2 meters, 3 meters, not closer than that. And I spent, I believe, maybe 20 to 30 minutes just swimming nearby and staring at a moray. It was very interesting for me, like fishes and other different animals who live in the sea. It's fantastic. This is what I came for, actually. And I'm very impressed. If you are considering this hotel, again, I will just paste and show you videos how the corals looks like, how fishes looks like here, and you can decide. For me, it's very okay. I can recommend it. Surprisingly, there is enough nice places to swim, to snorkel. So I can recommend. Depends on the price, but I can recommend. This is lava production from Red Sea. Today we're going to visit Turkish Hammam, which is kind of type of sauna, and also some massage. And it should be a very nice activity in the second half of the day. Because right now we're going to swim in the amazing Red Sea with the fishes. And after that, to relax a bit. We booked everything online and it cost us $30 per person for 2 hours, including a massage in the end of it. It was very nice, peeling, scrub, sauna, so from my perspective it's a very nice value for its money. I really enjoyed the whole procedure, relaxed. My skin was ready for sun baths after the procedure, and once again massage in the end of the whole procedure was very nice one. We just came to our room and there was a surprise from the staff. A very typical one. Oh wow! If you really like such kind of figures made from towels, Google how they're making it. It is something a bit unpleasant. I mean, just Google if you are very curious about that. We came by taxi to the downtown in order to explore the old city itself and of course to visit the old market. It should be a very nice experience because people here, their life depends on the selling different goods and products. So let's explore. There is a very big and beautiful mosque here and it will be our starting point. I will tell you if there are any other interesting places to visit. We met a very nice and kind man here who has his family shop of different spices and perfumes, oils. It was a very similar feeling like when I met this fantastic man with his place about nights in Malta, who actually made a small excursion. So I felt almost the same feeling. I will show you the store. We actually didn't need anything, but it was very nice. Okay, please tell just a couple of words like you already said about your shop.
Yes, I say it's family shop. بديسات لتر magazine. Spacey, chai. Also my grandfather, same job. Tea and spice also, you understand? This Librava, I make my home Doma machine, Doma salad machine. Curry, curcuma, paprika. Mixed spice, fish, chicken, meat, chai, bochodinia, chai dablinia, chai slabita, chai bili chai brastata, you understand? Beduinski chai nijulota.
Okay.
Chai Viagra bomba. Yes. Chai chai granat hibiscus, chai manga, chai finica chai, zeroni chai guava, zeroni chai manga, zeroni granat, zeroni limoni, chorni chai, toja granat, pilsin, pilsik mix, gardamot chai.
Okay, any tea you want.
Any tea you want also has the chai.
We didn't need anything actually to buy, but we saw and met some very nice men, and he actually gave us some tea. We had a nice talk, then we walked, like we left him, and after that we returned just to again say hi. And finally I just decided to buy something because he gave us a present. He gave us 100 grams of tea, and then decided like, okay, I will buy at least something, because it costs nothing still, but the place itself is amazing. If you need something, highly recommend specifically this man. This pack of 150 grams for $9. Mix family tea. Highly recommend.
الله. انا مش عاوز اجيبها لك بتاع. لا بس انت حاجه ولا جديد.
Following my tradition, I will try to find and buy a shirt of local football club in Egypt. The problem is that there is no professional big football club in Sharm El-Sheikh. The nearest one is, I don't know, maybe more than 100 kilometers from here. So most probably I will fail during this trip with my tradition. I will still try to find it, but chances are below zero. There is a very interesting tradition here in the old town of Sharm El-Sheikh. If you want your dreams to come true, you need to visit 2 waterfalls and make a wish in each waterfall, and after that you should go to the monument of the founder of Sharm El-Sheikh and touch his foot, and after that to make the 3rd wish, and all the dreams will come true. So this is kind of very interesting tradition, and yeah, many people are doing that, so we did it as well. Let's see. I will tell you in 1 year if my dreams came true or not. You should start here and visit this waterfall first to make the 1st wish. After that you are going here to the 2nd one and getting back to the monument here, and you should actually touch his foot and make a wish. there are no chances to buy a shirt. All of them are fake ones, and there is nothing even close to official store or official production. So if you don't know what to do, just walk around and try to find some nice people, have some conversation, maybe even drink tea together. And yeah, it's all about people. It's not about some good quality products. Egypt itself is pretty nice. I mean, people, of course, they're trying to sell you everything, but they're very open and warm, I would say. To be honest, there is not that much to do in the downtown, but it's worth visiting it once, and especially if you really need to buy something, I don't know, like a mask or spices, anything. You will have a very nice negotiations, and in general you will have nice time. But I would not recommend to spend too much time on that. One unusual thing that I would really like to recommend you to try is sugar cane juice. For the first time in my life, I tried it last year in São Paulo, Brazil. And this time when I saw it just in the old city of Sharm El-Sheikh, I advised everybody, like, let's try. Again, it's pretty tasty. Usually you can ask to mix it with some another juice like mango or maybe maracuya. And yeah, it costs just here in Sharm El-Sheikh $1 for a big glass of juice, and it is more than enough. So in case you will see such kind of spot where they sell it, try it. It's worth it, and it's very unusual taste. Another day, another try to find a shirt of local football club. Let's see if it will happen today. Chances are almost zero, but I'm keeping trying. You know what? I made it. I bought a shirt of local football club. It is not from Sharm El-Sheikh because there is no football club in Sharm El-Sheikh, but it is from Cairo, and actually most of the people, like 90% here in Egypt, they support Al Ahly football club. And I bought a shirt of their principal competitor, which is Zamalek. I chose it just because it was limited edition, and I really like that. So, but next time, who knows, maybe it will be Al Ahly. But success, and two guys in the shop, they were amazing. We had a small chat about football. And also they showed me how Al Ahly fans support their football club. It is pretty nice, very similar in a way to Bulgaria, what I saw there. They both tried so much to convince me to buy Al Ahly football club shirt, but I just felt like I need to have limited edition because it is for collection. So I think it's better to have it rather than to buy just a regular shirt. But I'm very happy. This is the first option that I have, Al Ahly Football Club. Second option is Zamalek Football Club. Shirt is black with gold, and it's actually a limited edition. Good. One buy from my collection, and this
one is a bit
better because, you know, like limited edition, but it is without sponsors, no? Like here.
الأهلي.
Yeah, like here they...
الأهلي number one.
Yeah?
Yes. Can you ask another person? الأهلي number one in Egypt and Africa.
It's a very difficult choice. Everyone here supports this football club, Al Ahly, but I really like this t-shirt because it is limited edition. Write me in the comments what you would choose in this situation.
Okay, large. What is the number? Large?
No, number here.
Kaval. Large. Okay.
والله my friend تصور بالتيشيرت الاهلي. Hero or no? Hero. Say hero.
Hero?
Hero.
Oh,
Yes. Number one champion. King champion.
Next time I'm buying this.
Really?
Yeah,
Trust.
it's not a joke. It's not a
Okay.
joke. If you want, I can send you a picture even when I will buy it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Like a very good 80 million person support الاهلي and 20 person support الزمالك. بس ربنا عمري عشان الاهلي. والاستوديوم ريد طالع.
Cool.
رودا حينا.
Another day, and today we are having a special activity. We will be riding quadricycles. It will be my first time in my life, and the cost itself here in Sharm El-Sheikh is relatively cheap. It's just $15 per person, and they promise that we will have 1 hour of pure driving plus 1 additional hour just to visit 3 places on our way to. Let's see. I will share some videos and show it to you how does it look like and if it's worth it or no, but my expectations are pretty good ones.
فرشة حلو بس مزعج.
لا
The first stop, the boys and the girls, small ones here, they are suggesting you to buy either to buy some bracelets or they're just saying $1. And the only answer is no dollars. But it's funny, something expected. I will show you our quadricycles. They're very old, and the level of vibration when you drive is very, very high. Second stop is Bedouin village, and we will drink some tea together with locals. Promise tea. The whole activity is so-so. I mean, for me it's the first time quadricycling, and it's not bad. But we had just 20 minutes of pure driving for now, and in total it's already 50 minutes. So we're driving less than 50% of the whole time. We are already in Bedouin village, drank some free tea, which was included in the program. And right now we're going to some third spot. So what I can tell you about quadricycling. For the first time in my life it was very okay, but the entire trip took us 30 minutes of pure driving instead of promised 1 hour. And but in general it was okay. Just 2 stops. One is to scream and shout in front of the mountain. There is a very interesting echo effect. And another stop was Bedouin village. Again, they're trying to sell mainly a bottle of water for $2. So, but it was okay. I mean, I really enjoyed it. For $15 with a transfer included, with everything, it was very okay as an activity.
One step beyond. يا شيخ حابب الدلع في الرغيف علشان اشبع من الفرحه واوفر المصاريف والنبي تديني يا شيخ حابب الدلع في الرغيف علشان اشبع من الفرحه واوفر المصاريف عمال الدنيا تلف تلف ومرقصانا
Yesterday in the evening we decided to visit some seafood restaurant, and actually initially we decided to go to a very famous local place which is Farsha Cafe, and there are a lot of reviews, a lot of bloggers recommend it, and once we got there we just saw a huge queue, and we realized that we will spend maybe from 2 to 4 hours just in the queue without any guarantees that we will get in. So that's why we just asked our taxi driver, like, man, recommend us some fantastic seafood place. And he said, okay, you definitely need to go to Forest Seafood Restaurant. There are two of them, one in the old city, another one nearby our hotel, and practically we chose the nearest by to our hotel. It was fantastic. We paid $100 for 5 people, which is $20 per person, and we got so much delicious food, and we got so much delicious and high quality food. I mean, prawns, they were huge and very tasty. We got soup. This soup, by the way, was like, I saw it, I tasted it, and I was like, okay, there were so many ingredients. I mean, prawns, fish, calamars, and I was constantly thinking, like, in Europe you would pay from 30 to 40 euros for such kind of soup, and it would still have less ingredients, maybe twice or 3 times less ingredients than it was here. Besides that, all the main dishes, they were fantastic, and we even didn't manage to finish the entire meal, so we took away all the leftovers and enjoyed the prawns even the next day. So Forest Seafood Restaurant, highly recommend, and confirmed that this is very great value for its money. I mean, amazing place. When you visit Sharm El-Sheikh and Egypt in general, the visa is required if you are going to travel to Cairo, for example, to see pyramids or any other places. But if you will stay only in Sharm El-Sheikh and at the territory of Sinai, then you don't need a visa. And if you really don't plan any trips to Cairo or some other places, you can just stay up to 15 days without visa. I want to share a small tip with you. When you arrive at the airport, people and men who work there, they will offer you for $5 per person to actually complete some small application form by themselves, because it is in English, and they are like, okay, if you want, just $5 and we will do it instead of you. But very honest advice, do it yourself. Just maybe take a pen with you, because it will be difficult to find a pen, and it's not difficult at all. You need to fill in your name, your surname, your citizenship, and signature, I believe so. That's it. I even saw some videos when other people, it wasn't like a prank, but they were just filling in some random data, like which even does not exist, and it was okay. So just not to spend additional $5 per person, complete it by yourself, and that will be more than fine. Again, nothing difficult, so very easy to be done yourself. If some of them will tell you that, oh, you will have a problem if it is not completed correctly and everything and like that, don't listen to them. The men who will kind of check your passport, this form and everything, they almost don't care. I mean, they're just very briefly checking it, and there will be no problem at all if you just enter your real data without any mistakes. That's it. So it does not worth it to spend $5 additional. And for example, if you are a family or a group of people, let's say 4 people, it will be additional $20 that you will save easily. My vacation is over.
and I'm amazed by the Red Sea once again. See you in the next video, and try to guess in comments where I will go next. See you very soon.